everyone, welcome back. Today is lesson 3, and we are going to learn one of the most important tools in Foundry, Pipeline Builder. This is a visual no-code data transformation tool, and it is where a lot of the magic happens. In the last lesson, we uploaded our 3 datasets into Foundry. But right now, they are just 3 separate disconnected tables. The work orders table has a property ID column, but you cannot see the actual address. It has a technician ID, but you don't know the technician's name or specialty. So today's goal is to join all 3 tables together, clean up the columns, filter to completed work orders, and create a single enriched dataset. When we create the pipeline, we select Batch Pipeline with Standard Compute. After creating it, you see a Welcome to Pipeline Builder screen. Click Add Foundry Data, navigate to the 01 raw data folder, select all 3 datasets, work orders, properties, and technicians, and click Add Data. Now we have our 3 inputs on the canvas. Next, we perform our first join. Click the Work Orders node and select the Join icon, then click the Properties node on the canvas to set it as the right table. Click Start to open the join configuration. We choose a left join with property ID as the key on both sides. Pipeline Builder may even suggest a match for you. Why left join? Because we want to keep every single work order record, even if for some reason a work order references a property ID that does not exist in the properties table. With a left join, those work orders stay in the result with no values for the property columns instead of being dropped entirely. Click Apply when you're done. After this first join, click the Join Table tab at the bottom, and you will see that every work order row now has property detail attached. The address, property type, square footage, monthly rent, everything. Then we do a second join. Click the output of the first join, select the second join, and click the Technicians node. The join key is assigned technician ID on the left, matching technician ID on the right. Again, we use the left join. After clicking Apply, you see 160 rows and 31 columns. After both joins, we have one big table with information from all 3 sources, but they are some duplicate columns. Property ID appears twice, for example, so we add a transform path node to clean up. We drop 3 redundant columns: the duplicate property ID, the duplicate technician ID, and phone. Then we rename columns that could be confusing. For instance, we rename name to technician name, so it is clear that we're talking about the technician's name. After cleanup, we are down to 28 columns. Then we add a second transform path node to filter that data. We add a filter where status is equal to completed. This narrows us down to 142 rows, just the completed work orders. Finally, we save the output. In the Pipeline Outputs panel on the right, click Add Pipeline Output, select Dataset, and name it Enriched Work Orders. You should see 28 out of 28 columns mapped with green check marks. Since the main branch is protected, you will need to create a new Foundry branch to save your changes. I also want to quickly mention that for more advanced transformations, such as custom Python logic, statistical calculations, machine learning features, Foundry has Code Repositories where you can write PySpark code. But for what we are doing right now, Pipeline Builder is more than enough. Alright, So today we successfully joined, cleaned, and filtered 3 disconnected tables into one rich dataset of completely workflows. In the next lesson, we will use this to build the ontology, Foundry's semantic model for real-world objects. See you next time. Thanks for watching.